Hey guys, so I'm going to try and make this one fairly brief because I've got a lot to cover today. Got a lot on the waterfront, a lot of news, a lot of crazy news. But this is also a message to Ivan on tech. His channel is really good. He's a smart guy. He knows how all the systems work. I'd love to have a discussion with him on some of these topics, mainly because the one thing he didn't mention in his Ethereum and AI video was that was why. What is the purpose of all of this? Why are they doing all of this stuff? And you know, a lot of people are kind of leery to get into that because then you start talking, oh, conspiracy theories. But these aren't conspiracy theories, my friends. I can show you the documents. I can tell you all about it, and it's all open. It's accessible. I mean, everyone. It's not like I'm the only one that knows this stuff. But so today I'm going to be connecting Canada's Bill 86 with Google and Facebook and all sorts of stuff. So again, this is a message to Ivan. I'd love to have a discussion with the guy. He's super smart, and yeah, it'd be just a cool conversation to have with him to discuss some of these social implications and some of the applications of AI. But anyway, so Canada's Bill 86. One part in the legislation is talking about how if it is proposed that if a child of a parent does want to change their gender, but the parents will not allow it, then the state has the right to come take it away, take the child away for child abuse. This is what's being proposed in Canada. Now, for those of you who don't know, Canada has also legalized some forms of bestiality. That is actually a real bill, and that's how wild Canada is. That is how crazy and insane that country is currently. I'm sure it's a beautiful country. I'm sure it's full of wonderful people, but believe me, the politicians and the government is more corrupt than anything you can imagine. It's unbelievable. And you know, at the top of it is the Queen, of course, because you know Trudeau actually swears loyalty to the Queen, and that's who really is behind all of this crap. So anyway, with that being said, my question was, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, how the hell are they going to be able to enforce something like that? How are they going to be able to force parents or take children away, or even know that children want to change their genders? How are they going to know that? Because that would be a private conversation inside of someone's home. I'm sure they wouldn't have that discussion in public out on the park or whatever. But so let's just imagine, how will they enforce that? Think about it. Well, my friends, artificial intelligence surveillance systems. And that's how they'll do it. That's how they'll be able to enforce all of this legislation. It came out the other day that Wi-Fi is being used to map 3D images of you and everyone in your family walking around in the house. They can map that through Wi-Fi, through your Wi-Fi, your wireless connection, your wireless router. That has come out. I'll even link to it in the description below. I'll link to that. This is all a part of the surveillance state, and this is why I'm hammering on Ethereum as much as I am. I'm trying to get this out into the public as much as possible. I don't even care if I get big. I only care that the information gets out there and seeps into people's heads, because this is the thing that they're trying to work towards. This is what Google and Facebook and all these other mega tech corporations are working towards in the name of advertising, selling advertising information and data. But believe me, there's much more nefarious things behind this. It's not just for advertising. Anyway, let me continue. It's also important to know that Palantir, the company started by Peter Thiel, is a worldwide surveillance grid system that is actually able to tap into any phone, anywhere at any time, anywhere. It doesn't matter. And if you look into the globe orb thing that Trump put his hands on in Saudi Arabia with the Saudi king and the Egyptian, I think it's the prime minister, but the Egyptian president or whatever, that system is actually Palantir. That is Palantir's global system, okay? And Trump just gave the Saudis that power to surveil anybody in the world. I don't think this is a good idea at all. I think this is way out of whack. This is insane in my opinion. But you know, whatever, I guess. I'm just one guy, but he gave that system over, and that's what Palantir is. Palantir is a worldwide global surveillance grid system, and it was created by Peter Thiel. All right, now continuing, we have Google tracking offline shopping. So even if you are not online buying stuff off of Amazon or off of Google Shops or whatever, you are still being tracked by Google. Because remember and understand that Google has 70% of all transactions done by credit cards and debit cards. So they are able to track 70% of all transactions done by a credit and debit card. All right, that is insanity. That is insane. We have allowed Google and all these corporations and the government to take control of every aspect of our lives. We live in a nanny state, all right? We live in a nanny state that's going to kill us, ultimately. Believe me, it's not a place you want to live in if this is what's going to happen. If we allow this shit to happen, this is what's going to come about, okay? So, you know, just giving you guys a heads up and a warning. I need you guys to get the information out. This is so important. So Google says it's to sell more digital advertising. This was also in the LA Times. Obviously, this is not the case. We know that they're trying to implement control grids that will be able to track everything you buy, everything you purchase, everything you sell, all of it. They'll be able to track every purchase, all right? That's what they're setting up. Now, this is why I like cryptocurrency so much, is because it keeps you anonymous. It keeps you in the dark, so that way nobody knows who you are. You're hidden behind a cryptographic algorithm that's not hackable, right? That is what I like so much about cryptocurrencies, is the privacy that it gives you, is the privacy that it gives everybody. And with that being said, we've got Google. This is a statement from the LA Times. Google computers are connecting the dots between what people look at after clicking on an online ad and then what they buy with their credit card and debit card. That's how they do it. They actually connect dots and see, all right, this person was looking online for a lawnmower, say, and they were looking at all the different reviews of said lawnmower. They go to the store, they go to Sears, they go to Walmart or wherever, they buy that lawnmower because that was the one that they wanted to buy, and then eventually they will actually be able to predict your future purchases. For those of you who don't know, Amazon patented technology in 2012, I believe, or 2015, that is actually going to predict what you are going to buy, what you are going to purchase, without you even purchasing it. And they'll have it all packaged for you and ready to ship out to your home. Before you even buy the thing, they already have it packaged and ready. So how that works, well, you know what, I'm not going to discuss it yet because I can only do 12 minutes on the GoPro. So I'll move on to the next topic here, the next bit. Google's AI has beat the Chinese game of Go once again. They have beat a Chinese master at Go again. So obviously this AI is continuing to advance and become more intelligent as time goes by and as the developments increase. We are only let in on a certain level of knowledge that they have. We are only let in. on a minute amount of what technology they have already. They're probably 20, 30, 40, 50 years ahead, advanced, that we don't know about because we're not allowed to. That's why when I made that post on Steemit the other day, I asked my key question was, do they have secrets and why are they hiding it? What are those secrets? I want to know before I even touch that company. And that's why I don't like Ethereum so much. Again, not because of the tech, but because there's lack of transparency. That's a big problem for me. So this is also Facebook. This is where Facebook comes in all this. Facebook won't say it won't. Facebook will not say if it will use your brain activity for advertisements. That was from The Intercept, and this is the press announcement. We have taken a distinctly different, non-invasive, and deeply scientific approach to building a brain-computer speech-to-text interface. So Google is going to attach brain interfaces. Well, they're going to attach systems to your brain in order for you to type out words on a computer screen. Now, that's invasive by itself. All right, that is invasive. That's very invasive. But Facebook turns logic upside down and says, it's not invasive. We promise we're not going to mine your data. And then they said, well, we can't guarantee that we're not going to mine your thoughts and stuff for advertisements. We can't say that. We can't really do that because they know that they will use it for advertisements and surveillance. See, data, this is what I've learned. Data advertising mining is only the front, the face of what they're actually doing. They're taking your data in order to mine it and manipulate certain AI systems, to teach AI systems, to make AI systems sentient, to make them aware, to make them more human. Whatever the hell these people are into, it is not cool. It is wild, it is crazy, and it is unbelievable. If you don't believe any of this, just go watch Ray Kurzweil talking about how AI is going to be all around us, and we're going to have brain chips, and it's going to be wonderful, and we're going to be mind-numbed robots. I mean, it is unbelievable. It is unreal. So, yes, we live in crazy times. We live in insane times, and that's why I need your help with finding the globalists inside of the cryptocurrency community. I need your help. It is so important. This is so important. It's life or death situation that we're under. I cannot begin to explain and express in a way that conveys the insane world that we live in right now. I cannot express how crazy all of this is. And so to Ivan on Tech, I want to say your channel is amazing. I will link to your channel below. And if you would like, I would love to have a conversation with you sometime. But anyway, with that being said, to everybody else, I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing. The more this information gets out, the more likely we are to win the war against the globalists. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys.